The Young and the Restless, Y&R, spoilers recap for Thursday, August 24, reveals that Billy Abbott, Jason Thompson, will court Tucker McCaa. Tucker will act like Ashley is accepting Jack Abbott's, Peter Bergman, wedding gift and moving on, but he'll suspect Billy's mostly disappointed about not getting the chance to run Jabot alone. Afterward, Tucker will bump into Adam near the front door and taunt him about his blackmail failure. Adam will point out that he still has the emails and could use them against Tucker, but Tucker won't think he'd do that kind of damage when he's trying to make this merger happen, especially since he's already on thin ice with Victor Newman, Eric Braden. When Billy appears, he'll notice the tension and wonder what's going on. Tucker will head upstairs before Billy fishes for info from Adam, who'll eventually hint about the damaging information he has on Tucker. After Adam admits he'd be willing to trade that info for a favor, Y&R spoilers say he'll leave that offer on the table for Billy. Later, Billy will meet up with Jack and suggest that although Tucker seems genuinely ready to move on, he won't be so sure about Ashley. Jack will hope that maybe Ashley's surrender is sincere, and will hear about the offer that Adam made Billy regarding Tucker Dirt. At Society, Victoria Newman, Amelia Heinel, will join Ashley at the bar and express doubt over her new laissez-faire attitude regarding her family company. The idea of Ashley just walking away won't be believable to Victoria. Ashley will act like things have changed now that she's in love, but Victoria will worry about Billy getting caught up in Jabot drama. There will be concerns about Billy being part of some risky plan. That'll lead to Ashley noticing how protective Victoria is of her ex. Ashley will wonder if Victoria has regrets over her failed romance with Billy, but Victoria will insist they're better apart so they can focus on the kids. Ashley will sense that something's wrong when she returns, but Tucker will downplay it. After Ashley updates Tucker on her encounter with Victoria, she'll seem like she's getting drawn back into the family feud again. That'll frustrate Tucker since this Jabot mess has already been stealing time away from them as a couple. Tucker will complain to Ashley and wish that they could just focus on them. At the ranch, Victor will get Nate Hastings, seen Dominic, thoughts on SNA Media, so he'll express concern over many aspects of Kirsten Incorporated being obsolete soon. The merger will seem short-sighted to Nate, who'll think it's just a matter of time until Victor acknowledges that and folds SNA Media into Newman Media to create a powerhouse. Nate will also point out the lack of cohesion when it comes to Adam, Nick Newman, Joshua Morrow, and Sharon Rosales, Sharon Case, Visions. After Nate suggests some of the tension comes for Nick and Adam's Sally Spectra, Courtney Hope, rivalry, he'll make it clear that Adam's biggest issue has been his Newman Media obsession. Nate will also criticize Nick for being the kind of leader who isn't forward-thinking and tends to play it safe. Since Victor will quiz Nate on what he'd do if he were in charge of making the decisions, Nate will seem curious about his motives. Nick will arrive just before Nate leaves, so he'll worry that Nate might be Adam's replacement. If that's the case, Nick will. Although Victor will claim no one's on the chopping block and that he just wanted Nate's point of view, Nick will remain uneasy. As far as Nick's concerned, Nate will be a traitor who could turn on any of them, including Victoria. Once Adam and Sharon join Nick's meeting with Victor, they'll learn some changes are being made. Victor will insist that he's now decided to fold SNA Media into Newman Media. After Adam realizes Victor now supports his perspective, he'll feel like there has to be more to the story of why his father changed his mind. Once Victoria snaps at Nate, she'll apologize since she'll just be on edge after her run-in with Ashley. Nate will eventually give Victoria the latest news on his meeting with Victor, so he'll admit he can't figure out her father's angle. However, Nate will point out that Victor asked for his thoughts and wondered what he'd do if he were in charge. Victoria will assume Victor wants Nate to replace Adam, which would put him on an equal footing with Nick and Sharon. Nate, on the other hand, will think maybe Victor feels there are too many cooks in the kitchen. If Victor offered Nate a sole position, Nate will ask if Victoria would try to block that. You know, if I didn't know better, I would think that maybe you're trying to play me for a promotion here, Victoria will suggest. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Nate will have to be careful when it comes to his agenda, so stay tuned. CDL's where you want to be for terrific Young and the Restless spoilers, updates and news, so make us your one-stop lie and our source.